Mr. Louis, how are you?
I'm doing great.
When one is, Louis Avallone, when one is an electoral college voter, is there like a title that goes with that? Is there something specific? Is there a particular way I should describe you for your introduction?
I think that's as specific as it gets.
As a committed Trump voter in the Electoral College, which I think is next week sometime, and you look around and you see Erin has a story about all these Texas guys are on the fence all of a sudden, and John Podesta, the always credible Hillary A. John Podesta, is saying the election was rigged and we need a recount and the Electoral College should be canceled. Are you, as a Trump voter talking to other Trump-committed voters, are you the least bit concerned?
Well, first, Robert, I need to make a confession. I have been under significant Russian influence. I watched The Nutcracker last weekend.
I love this guy.
I wanted to get that out front. But look, there is zero evidence whatsoever that Russia hacked the election, that they in any way altered or amended voting machines, voter rolls, or vote tally.
Look, pardon me for interrupting, and then you can finish. When we had Secretary of State Tom Shedler on, the point he made was, addressing this specifically, was that except for Alaska, maybe one other state I forget, but Alaska and military voting, it can't be hacked because it's not online.
Exactly. I mean, how exactly, when people hear that the Russians hacked the election, or they think that they tampered with the ballot, I mean, you cast the ballots and you count them. So what was the hack? Did the Russians hack the counting process? Did they hack the casting of ballot process? The only thing that's been alleged, other than the drive-by media, is from the Washington Post or the New York Times. The FBI themselves, when they reported to the House Intelligence Committee, said that this was all fuzzy and ambiguous. They did not believe that there was absolutely any evidence that Russia had tampered with our elections process. Now, they disclosed information about the Democratic Party, but disclosing information is not invalidating our election.
And the Democrat Party, not exactly known for its security conscientiousness when it comes to email servers.
Well, of course, and now they're calling for that Republicans or Trump electors need a security briefing. Well, I'd like to get a security briefing as well on Hillary Clinton. She was entrusted with some of our nation's most important secrets. She betrayed that trust by carelessly mishandling highly classified information. This hacking story is largely the result of her own reckless use of a private email server and her refusal to be forthcoming with federal investigators. I mean, so, folks, again, when you hear about hacking, you're thinking that somebody didn't count the votes of everyone equally. That's just not the case.
Let's talk about your Electoral College vote. At least one in Texas says he will not vote for Trump. He's a Republican member of the Electoral College from Texas. He says Donald Trump, quote, shows daily he's not qualified for office. Do you believe this story is accurate? Do you see anyone in Louisiana bailing on Trump?
I know of no one in Louisiana remotely considering such a position. This one elector in Texas is actually one of 10 one of 10 electors throughout the country who are calling for a security briefing for all electors before the vote next Monday, the 19th. There's 10 folks calling for this. He's one. The other 9 are Democrats, including the daughter of Nancy Pelosi. So this is political, this is organized, and it's not going to make a difference.
How does the vote work on the 19th? What happens?
Well, we're going to go to Baton Rouge as electors to the state capitol, and there's a mountain of paperwork, apparently, that needs to be signed in duplicate and triplicate and all sorts of and we're going to cast our ballots at that time and
then go drinking.
Go to the Russian bar, right?
Yeah, exactly. Or another viewing of the Nutcracker.